This is Susie J. Cobwebs. In this video, I'm going to tell you a few ways I could get the best out of getting the last drop out of the container. Stick with me towards the end of the video and I'll give you some cool ideas that you can use to your benefit. I've tried them once or twice in my life, so I know that I consider myself a frugal person, but not a cheapskate. I would like to get the most out of the product that I spent my hard-earned money on. Sounds logical, right? I know that there's a lot of closet frugal people out there. I'm not gonna call you out, but I'd like to share some ideas that this will help. If you have any ideas after you hear mine, by all means, write them in the comments below, and so we can share them with other people. Let's get right down into the video. This is the time where I'd like to give you some of my secrets. Getting to the last drop of the containers. And when I'm talking like certain things like sauces, jellies, lotions, if you want to scrape to the last bit out of the container, who does that? Am I the only one who does that? Please tell me I'm not the only one who does this. Sometimes I think I am a cheapskate, but I'm really not. Please write down in the comments if you do that. This product is something that you really enjoy, or maybe you don't want to throw your running shoes on and go to the store for like that teaspoon of something that you need for your dinner that you're gonna make. I just think that these are a few items that will help you to get the last of that item out of that jar or tub or plastic container. Here's a few tips for you. This is like getting to the last drop, just like Folgers. I guess some people might not catch that reference. Spaghetti sauce or something like that. Add a little bit of water to the container. This doesn't matter if it's plastic or glass, and make sure you put the lid on tight and give it a good shake. All around the extra, around the lid, around the bottom, on the sides, everywhere. Make sure that you give this a good shake because you want to get all the extra in that container into that water. Now, mind you, you're only putting like maybe a quarter cup of water in this container. So it's really not all that much, and you are getting all the extras out of that container, so it's going to mesh well with the water. So if you are cooking with, like, say, your spaghetti sauce, you're going to stick it on the stove anyway, so that quarter cup of water is really not going to make or break your dinner. But this also takes out the extra that's in that container. If you are one of these crafty people that will repurpose the spaghetti jars, then you can make little crafts with them or make Christmas gifts, or you can actually use them for like grease jars, and then you can throw them away. So by all means, you got to make sure that you get the most out of your product. Number 2, honey and molasses. Take the container, most of the time that is in a plastic container, but take that container and run it under hot water for like 15 to 30 seconds. And this will make the honey and the molasses run easier. So then now you can get the last little bit out of that container. Just be careful, this will be hot. You will still get all the honey or the molasses or that type of consistency out of that container. I don't really use honey and molasses all that often, but I thought that was a really good tip that I could share with a lot of people. Not only food will work, we can also do it with non-food items also. Here's another couple tricks that I have. What about nail polish? When you are at the bottom of your favorite nail polish and you want to get one more wear out of it because you really like that color, or you really can't get to the store to get that color, or maybe that was discontinued, whatever the case may be, here's what you do. You take a little bit of nail polish remover, You add it into the nail polish container, just a tidbit, like that much. Just enough to reactivate some of the chemicals in there. Put the lid back on, shake it, like shake it really hard. And then look, voila, you open up that container and now you most likely have another wear out of that nail polish. Do you try to squeeze all the toothpaste out of the tube? What about shampoo? What about conditioner? What about lotion? These are a little bit more difficult. The obvious way, as a lot of people do this, is they turn the lotion bottles upside down and they wait. You could do that. That may take you a little while, but sometimes they come with these nozzles and you can't do that, right? So with the toothpaste, we're going to step this back a second. So with the toothpaste, if you can roll out, maybe with a rolling pin, and I know that's a little bit too extra for the bathroom, they actually come out with little keys that you could put at the end of a toothpaste tube, that it will roll it and it'll constantly take out that extra toothpaste out of your tube. So then you get everything that you want out of that. You could do it that way. Or even if you have lotions and shampoos that you can't really turn upside down. Sometimes what I do, and of course I don't have children, in and out of the house or animals and stuff, but what I do is I take an old lotion bottle that maybe I had a little bit left at the bottom that I wanted to fill up, and I'll fill this one up. I'll flip the other lotion bottle. I'll take the lids off. I'll take the lids off of both, and I will flip it upside down so they are like this. So what's going to happen is all this lotion here is going to go down into this one, which I'm going to use. So I think that's also a good idea. And so you want to keep that going. And that's only if you're using the same lotion altogether. If you are one that likes to change lotions, then we'll have to revamp that a little bit. So if you write that in the comments, then we'll come up with different ideas to make sure you get the best out of your product. If you have any ideas, by all means, write them in the comments so we can work at this together. And till the next time, I love you bunches.